it's me, Mckenna, and today I'm going to be showing you guys my American Girl doll collection. I'm only going to be showing you guys my dolls and the outfits that they're wearing because my extra American Girl outfit collection is not it. I've been collecting since 2015 when I was 16 years old, and I've been mostly buying secondhand that entire time, and because of the nature of buying secondhand, I usually get them nude. I haven't had a lot of opportunities to get a lot of American Girl doll outfits, if that makes sense. So, I have what I have. You'll see that some dolls aren't wearing, like, complete outfits of what they should be wearing, or they're not wearing their shoes or something. That is why. And I'll be running through each doll. I'm going to give you, like, a very condensed synopsis of each, because as of today, I have 46 American Girl dolls, and as a special bonus, we're going to be unboxing my newest one at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. And you're going to be introduced to another one whose video I haven't uploaded yet, so yeah, it's going to be exciting. Let's get started. My first American Girl doll ever was this Molly doll. She's a Pleasant Company Molly doll from the 90s, and I got her on September 5th, 2015. I was 16 years old, as I said earlier, and yeah, she's the one who started it all. She actually has a very interesting story behind her. I was on a Monster High forum. I already wanted to collect American Girl dolls, but I didn't have a lot of money at the time to buy dolls with, and I was mostly collecting Monster High and Winx. But I ended up finding this doll on a Monster High forum in the sales board for $45, which I thought was a great deal, and she also had Nelly with her for an extra $45. I really wanted Samantha and Nelly. These dolls were listed as Samantha and Nelly. She was wearing Samantha's outfit. I was fully convinced it was them. Halfway through the sale, the seller backed down on selling me Nelly. Nelly was the one I wanted more, but I was like, that's fine. Don't worry about it. So I bought this one. I thought she was Samantha, so I made a video and I got roasted about how she was actually Molly, and I was very confused by that. But she turned out to be Molly, and I didn't mind that actually because I kind of look like Molly. We have similar eye color and hair and glasses and stuff. So I thought she was still very cool as well. But because I didn't have any of her outfits or anything, and all kinds of other reasons, I ended up changing her name to Marina, and she almost never ended up being Molly, but throughout my collection, she's gone back and forth. Like, she's been very difficult for me just because, look at her wig. This is the best it's looked in a long, long time. I'm going to try, with my, like, current knowledge of how to take care of doll hair, I'm going to try one more time, and if not, I'm just going to buy her an all new, like, wig and start over for her. She actually, funny enough, was normally wearing a Nelly wig because my friend Sharon surprised me with one. And she's wearing the American Girl Store Houston shirt. This was, like, the original one, I think, that they did. I found it at a thrift store in Austin, Texas, funny enough, but I'm from Houston, so she's wearing it as an homage to that. And yeah, I'm really glad that she can finally be on display and just look like this, finally, and just be my first doll, and she's great. I really appreciate AG on the Go, shout out to you. Rachel sent me this hat in my P.O. box, and now Molly wears it proudly. Marina, excuse me, wears it proudly. Marina is actually one of my all-time favorite names. I have several all-time favorite names, and you're gonna get to most of them in this video, so. Anyway, moving on. Ever American Girl doll was this Grace doll. I actually got her very soon after Marina. I got her on September 14th, 2015. Basically, I was so in love with my Molly doll, and I was carrying her all around the house and, like, brushing her hair. Even though her hair was absolutely atrocious, but I was so happy with her. And my mom was like, you need a better one than that, because I really wanted to play with the hair. That was the main thing. So my mom went on Craigslist and just found this Grace doll for $80, brand new in box. Everything's still there. It was really weird. So my mom took me out to get her that day, and it was simple as that. And this ended up being my mini-me for obvious reasons. She's much tanner than me though, but it's fine. The reason she's wearing Leah's, like, hiking outfit or whatever is because I have the shirt for Leah's hiking outfit, so we go places matching. And I rooted green into her hair, green streaks, so that she would match with me better. She's normally wearing glasses, but almost nobody's wearing the glasses that they're supposed to be wearing right now. I'll tell you each one that's supposed to be wearing glasses, but the reason for that is that last time I moved them all, I took all their glasses off so they wouldn't scratch each other and never put them back on. But yeah, this is my Grace doll. I actually normally call her Allie, but now I just call her Grace. But back when I only had Marina and this doll, it was Marina and Allie. Yeah, for a long time actually, but ultimately I love the Girl of the Year line so much, and I love all the different characters, so I'm happy with her being Grace now. Anyway, moving on to number 3. This one's a big flex for me. This is my third doll, Mia St. Clair. I got her on December 5th, 2015. I saved up for a long time to be able to buy her on eBay. I was just in love with this doll. I thought she was absolutely incredible, so I had to get her. So she ended up being my third one. There's not some, like, crazy story to her or anything. The outfit that she's wearing, funny enough, we're gonna get into this a little bit later when we get to Tenny, but there was a holiday party when I worked at the American Girl store, and I made us both matching outfits, so I put, like, Christmas lights all through this, and then mine had a little Christmas tree on the front that I did lights on. It was really cute. But I just love this dress so much on her. I think it looks really good. It's like the garnet holiday outfit or something. But yeah, I love Mia. I think she's a really incredible, unique doll, and I really love her. I love her story as well. Her story was the main reason that I wanted her at the time. I was really in love with it, and I thought that this was such an interesting doll too, because I watched a lot of, like, American Girl YouTubers at the time, and almost nobody ever talked about her or had her, and I thought that was interesting. So I just had to have her, and so I got her. And again, I paid like $70, and she came with a bunch of her stuff. I don't have her full meat outfit, but I have quite a few pieces of it. And she had like a mix and match outfit of some sort, and I have a few pieces of that. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. January 1st, 2016, I went to the American Girl doll store for the first time, and I got Leah Clark. My mom bought her for me, and my mom waited in line for many, many hours at the store release too. And actually, this was the time when I met my friend Kayla, who also lived where I lived at the time. And yeah, we've been online friends ever since, and that makes her extra special. I think Kayla actually started talking to me because I brought my Grace doll with the green rooted into her hair, and she thought it was interesting. But yeah, I love Leah. I think she's such an incredible doll, and I love her meat outfit so much. I've had her change out of it a few times, but I always go back to it. I just think it's great, but I hate sandals, so I put her in these shoes. But I did give her sandals to somebody else. You'll see them later. But yeah, it was really, really exciting to go to a Girl of the Year release. I wanted to go to every single subsequent one for the rest of my life, but it ended shortly after this, unfortunately. I haven't been to one since Luciana, unfortunately, but it's okay. Anyway, this is my Leah doll. Moving on. 5th and 6th American Girl dolls I got on January 10th, 2016. Very shortly after Leah, I used my Christmas money to buy them, and I actually got a really good deal on these two. I think I paid $140 for both, which is a huge flex for Gwen. Gwen was my all-time most wanted doll up to that point, so I'm really glad that I got her so early in my collection, because I haven't seen a lot more for sale since then. They weren't listed as their names, they were just listed, and there was another doll listed at the time, but I couldn't afford all of them, so I only ended up getting these two, and there's a redemption arc to this, so don't worry, stay tuned. I loved them so much. I love them so much. Chris's movie just bangs. I loved it. And I had seen Chris's movie far before I decided that I wanted to collect American Girl dolls, because I was watching, like, American Girl, like, YouTube videos for a long time before I ever decided that I even liked or tolerated American Girl dolls at all, so. Yeah. This is actually the dress my Gwen came in. It's close enough to her meat, and it's such a pretty outfit. And I actually have it complete, too. I even have the little beret that it comes with. I just took it off so I wouldn't lose it. But yeah. I absolutely love her. And then Krissa came in, like, she came in a leotard, I think, so I normally would put that on my Mckenna doll just because I didn't have anything else to put her in. But yeah, these are my girls. Very, very proud of my Gwen doll. I really do love her so much. And my favorite picture of an American Girl doll that I've ever taken was of my beautiful Gwen doll. I just think she has a really nice face, and I know it's classic mold, but she's just different than every other classic mold, I swear. My 7th American Girl doll I got on July 1st, 2016, and basically, after I got Gwen, I just decided, like, I had a kick where I had to have the best friend dolls, and it didn't really result in much except this Elizabeth doll here. I had just gotten my first job at the Houston Museum of Natural Science. I was a teacher's assistant, and my first paycheck, I blew on this doll, and I paid $120 for her for some reason. She's not even complete. She did come with some of her accessories, which is nice. Like, she has her earrings and her little necklace. She didn't come with any shoes. I think she had, like, that's why she's wearing these. I think she had, like, weird slipper things. It wasn't her shoes is my point. She did come with her pinner's cap, but it's just not on her right now. And I need to fix her little pin curls, but they're not here either. I really like her. She was a character that, in the books, I'm not really a big fan of Felicity's, like, whole story in general. It's fine. It's not one of my favorites. And I'm not super interested in the original Felicity doll. I'd like the Be Forever one. I just don't like the laser green eyes. Those are very hit and miss with people. Like, either you love them or you absolutely hate them. But Elizabeth I was interested in, so I got Elizabeth. I I do like her a lot. I kind of regret blowing that whole paycheck on her because I definitely overpaid for her. And I've had many opportunities since then to get a cheaper one, but all I need is her shoes, really, so I'm fine. But I think she's really cool. My favorite thing about her, and the reason that I ended up getting her, was that I love her dress so much. I think her dress is so cool. And let's get into July of 2016 American Girl doll was Jess McConnell, who I got on July 13th, 2016, and I wanted this doll so bad. She was my most wanted at this point, and I was so happy that I got her. I was watching her and Nikki on eBay at the same time. Nikki, I feel like I accidentally missed her. Like, I was scrolling through eBay to see if I could find more stuff, and then when I went back to the tab, I had been scrolling too long and I lost her. So, Jess was next, and I was only going to be able to afford one of them, and Jess was the one that I wanted more anyway, so I'm really glad I ended up getting Jess instead. And I love her. I paid $60 for her, which is a steal. And she was complete minus her shoes, and she had her hair in her factory curls. I had those factory curls in for many years, but then I took her on vacation to like my stepdad's family reunion, and she had her hair in braids, you know, how it's supposed to be, and I took her to the beach to take pictures, and it was so windy, so they got destroyed, so I took them down. But she actually looks amazing with her hair down, and she has the prettiest hair. Like, her, she has like this really interesting like red undertone almost. She's so cool, and I'm so glad that I got her. I wanted her really bad because as a kid I was super into archaeology. I'm currently a paleontologist, but as a kid I was super into archaeology and paleontology, so when I read her story and found out like how much of it involved archaeology, I was like, this is the one. I have to have this one. So I'm very glad that I was able to get her so early in my collection because she was my 8th doll. And now, my 9th doll, I still have her, but she's not here right now. And the reason for that is that she's just a head, and when I moved, I don't know where I put the head. So anyway, she's Samantha. I actually got the full Samantha doll with her out, well, just her dress, and I didn't pay a lot at all, and I got her on July 22nd, 2016, if I didn't already say that. The head thing, I was on this kick where I just really wanted to like customize them, so I bought like some wigs and like a head, and then I ended up trading around a lot so that I could like have dolls showing, like, I ended up trading around a lot so that I could have like 2 dolls on one body. I don't know, it was a mess. I only have one head now because I sold the other one. It was Truly Me number 16, who I think I bought number 16 as just a head. I think that's what it was. I don't know. Anyway, Samantha would be here. Alright, so this is my 10th doll, and she is Truly Me number 62. I got her on July 23rd, 2016, one day after that Samantha doll. And she was like half a birthday present. I paid for her, but then my mom paid for like all the clothes and stuff that I got that day, including this outfit that she's wearing now. So, like, I don't know. Anyway, my best friend in high school, Sharon, she surprised me and took me to the American Girl store, and it was my birthday, and we got to eat at the cafe, and I went ice skating with my Mia doll. It was really, really special, and I bought a Mina because she was wearing, it might have been like a swimsuit outfit, I don't remember what the outfit was, but she was like on display wearing that outfit, and I wasn't planning to get a doll that day. Obviously, it was a surprise that I got to go there at all. And then Sharon threw me another surprise party after that and made me a custom Puella Magica Madoka Magica cake. Like, I did not deserve to have such a good friend. Anyway, I didn't plan to get a doll that day. I wasn't, like, expecting one when I got into the store, but I just fell so hard in love with this doll that I ended up getting her. And yeah. She's, to this day, one of the only dolls I've ever bought at retail price, so that's how special she is, and she's still one of my, like, all-time favorite American Girl dolls. I think she's absolutely beautiful. And I kind of started trying to learn Arabic at the time, so that's kind of my backstory for her. She's from Iran. Her name's Amina. And I was learning Arabic, so that's, like, she was the one I would keep with me when I was doing so. And then character development. When I was in my undergrad, I actually learned Arabic, so I have a minor degree in Arabic. Fun. Anyway, my doll was Gabriella, and I got her on January 1st, 2017 at the American Girl store. I went with my friend Sharon. I think this was the day, I had a doll that I got at the thrift store. It was an Elizabeth doll. I had 2 Elizabeths now. And I surprised my friend Sharon, and I gave her that one, so that's why I don't have that doll anymore. So I technically had already had 11 dolls, but, and then I brought my Krista doll, and we picked up Gabriella. I love this doll. Her hair is like one of my favorites to play with. I love the twist so much. I worked at the American Girl store in 2017, which we'll get into, and she was like we had a bunch of Gabby dolls on display, obviously, and my favorite thing to do was to like brush her hair out. It's so fun. It's so beautiful, and I love this doll so much. She was actually only my second Sonali mold as well, and I love this birthday dress that I have for her. Was this her birthday dress or something? Oh gosh, was it like a recital outfit maybe? I love Gabriella's story as well. I know that she was clearly like a rush job. She ended up being a reused Truly Me and stuff, but that doesn't change that she's a truly beautiful doll, and her story did end up being really incredible and really special, and she is like a multi-talent, which I thought was really cool. Maybe this is like one of her dancing outfits. I don't 100% recall, I'm sorry. But I used to just always have her in her meet outfit, and then this outfit like changed the game for me because her meet outfit is pretty plain. I don't mind it, but among the other Truly Me dolls, her meet outfit's pretty lame. But this outfit is gorgeous, and I think she looks great in this color as well, so that's my Gabriella doll. American Girl doll was Josefina, and I got her on July 17th, 2017, and she's actually extra special because she's the only doll in my entire collection, well, only American Girl doll in my entire collection, that Brett bought for me. That's my fiance, and we were at Trader's Village, which is like a big flea market in Texas, and I didn't like going to flea markets in like Houston generally. They just didn't end up very fruitful for me. I always left empty-handed, and that was frustrating because you have to like pay to get in, and you spend all day, and it's hot. Anyway, we went, and we both had a pretty successful haul, and I got this Josefina doll. She's not Josefina in my collection. I mean, she's like a modern Josefina, I guess, and the reason for that is because she came with this haircut, but I feel like she was $30. The reason Brett paid is because he had cash and I didn't. And she's wearing this really, really cute Tenny outfit. I really love this outfit. I got it like for dirt cheap when I worked at the American Girl store. Like, I feel like it was on a Black Friday sale and I had an employee discount. But before this, she was wearing Addie's summer dress, because that's the dress that she ended up coming in. Which was awesome. I love that dress. Anyway, that's my Josefina doll. I really, really love this doll, but I would really love to have another Josefina. Eventually, I will get one. Obviously, it's just, when will I find one at the flea market or the thrift store or something, you know? Because my historical collection, as you can probably tell, they're all up there. Well, and a few right here. It's not superb. But yeah. That's my Josefina doll. And 14th American Girl dolls were Lindsay and Sandra. I got them on November 4th, 2017. This was while I lived in the dorms at the University of Texas at Austin, and that was the most miserable I've ever been in my entire life. So I was kind of recklessly spending. Also at this time I worked at the American Girl doll store, so I had an income at least. And I got these two on Facebook Marketplace. I paid $120 for both of them, plus a bunch of Pleasant Company outfits. It was a big flex. So this is American Girl of Today, number 13, if I didn't already say that. And the reason I named her Sandra is because I believe the kid who owned her's name was Sandra, or at least maybe the doll's name was Sandra with the kid. Because, or sorry, I think it was Cassandra. So I shortened it. But they came with a bunch of like accessories, including like school accessories, and there was a little binder, or there was like a dream journal or something, and inside of it it said like a name at the top, and it was Sandra. So who knows what the name was, but I named this doll that in honor of that kid. I think she's wearing like a Journey Girls outfit or something, I don't know. And then Lindsay, obviously Girl of the Year 2001. I was so excited that I got this doll, and I do really like her a lot. She ended up, like, when I cut my hair super short, every time I went to the American Girl store, I would bring this one now instead of Grace because we matched. And Lindsay's awesome. She started the Girl of the Year line, which is great, and I think she's a great doll. I love her unique wig a lot, and she had freckles before hardly any dolls had freckles as well. And yeah, I just think she's a really great doll, and I love her meet outfits so much, and her story's great too. Yeah. 13 and 14 here. And she's number 13, that's cute. 13th American Girl doll was Rebecca, who I got on November 24th, 2017. So I had never read her story for whatever reason. There's a few dolls that I just hadn't read their stories yet at the time, and Rebecca was one of them. And while I was working at the American Girl store, I had been working there since like late September, I think. While I was working there, we were, you know, encouraged to read the books so that we could communicate with parents and families and stuff. So I read her book and fell absolutely in love with her character, and I just had to get her. So And I wasn't actually, like, planning to get her. I loved her story so much. And then on Black Friday, November 24th is when I got her. On Black Friday, for some reason, I was like, I'm gonna get a doll today, and it was gonna be Nenea, and I ended up going with Rebecca, just because I was walking around the store just making sure of which one I was gonna get, and I saw Rebecca, and her curls were just falling so perfectly. She just looked perfect. And it doesn't help that someone had returned a Rebecca doll, and if the dolls aren't perfect, we were actually instructed to entirely destroy them. I never did it, but they had to cut the bodies up and, like, draw Sharpie all over them just to make sure we didn't get dumpster divers. That was the point of it, but it broke my soul. So in honor of that Rebecca, as well as all these other things, I ended up getting her. And I haven't regretted it. I think she's absolutely beautiful, and I think her story's great too, and she's a great doll to have. So that is Rebecca. My 16th doll, Mckenna, who I got on December 2nd, 2017. Sorry, I want to make sure I get all the dates right, so I have them written down. I got her... I was on the bus home from my job, and there's like a thrift store on the way home that I would normally stop at, and that day was no different, but an extra special thing was across the street, there were a bunch of tables outside, and I was just like, wouldn't it be crazy if there was an American Girl doll there? And there was. And there was. And I got her for like $15. I remember the seller was like, are you sure it's a fake one? Because I guess he saw that I was older, so I guess he probably just assumed that I was like a reseller or something, and he was like, that's a fake one. And I was like, I didn't want to be like, no, it's not. I was just like, yeah, I'm sure I want it, thanks. And I was a gymnast when I was a kid. That's a like fun fact I don't often get a chance to share. I was actually the Texas state champion some year. It was like South State champion or something. Anyway, so Mckenna was perfect for me. And I really love her, and I was always very, like, connected to her when she came out, and I always thought she was very interesting because she's a gymnast, and I thought that was so cool, and this doll's really cool, too. When I had two Elizabeths, actually, I would always use one of them as Mckenna. I would put a leotard on her and go. Also, this leotard, I found it at a thrift store. It's actually GK branded, which is the company that would make the leotards that I wore when I was a kid. I thought that was so cool, so she gets to wear it. Okay, 17th and 18th American Girl dolls, Kit and Willa, and I got them on December 11th, 2017 as a gift from my friend Nikki DX Girly. Nikki's one of the people I've known the longest in the hobby. We haven't been like friends for like ever, but I was always really interested, like she was on all the forums that I was on, so I always saw her posts, so I was very familiar with her. So when she asked if she could send me these American Girl dolls when she was moving and wanted to part with her collection, I was so honored, and that's how they came into my life, and I'm truly so grateful for them. I was going through a really rough time at the time, like I said, but a lot of things were going on, especially at the end of that first semester at school, so receiving them as a gift from her at that time meant so much to me, and these dolls are so special as well. My friend Sharon really wanted a Kit doll, so I always told myself if I got a Kit, no matter how I got her, I would give her to Sharon, but this was the exception if she was gifted to me directly by somebody, and that's what ended up happening. So this Kit ended up being the only possible way I could have a Kit in my collection, so that was kind of, well, have a Kit in my collection without having to buy two. And then Willa was my first Welly Wisher ever, and while I worked at the American Girl doll store, we were always setting up the Welly Wishers everywhere because they were pretty new at the time, so just kind of worked out. And I think she's adorable. I really love them. And I was so grateful to Nikki for sending them to me. And I will still forever be grateful. If you ever still watch my videos, I really do appreciate it. And I love seeing your posts. 18th doll was Addie Walker, who I got on December 13th, 2017. And this is my all-time favorite American Girl doll, if you were wondering. I love her so much. I was already really interested in her story. I was just scared to buy her secondhand, so I really wanted to buy her brand new, like that was my goal. And I really love her Be Forever outfit as well, so I didn't mind getting a Be Forever one. And unfortunately I was gonna get her as soon, she was the doll that I was going to buy when I started at my job. I was gonna buy her, she was the one. And then I get to my job and I'm getting trained and stuff, and I was like, where's Addie? And they were like, oh, we just don't sell her here. So that was great, that was interesting. So I ended up ordering her online. I still could use my discount and stuff. I had to go through all these special hoops to be able to do it at the time, but it was worth it. I managed to get her. I got her for my employee discount at $80, plus like I ordered some of the clothes as well because it was Black Friday. I don't know. Her hair was obviously styled. I styled it, but it fell because the rubber band's dry rotted, so I need to put it back up. As you can see, this big braid fell, and then on the side, it got like, because it was pinned up, but now that this one fell, it fell. Anyway, she's wearing her school outfit, which I have had for years. I had had this since like the end of 2016, I think, because my mom bought it for me because we were at the store and this dress was on sale. So I've had this dress for a long, long time, just waiting for the day that I finally got an Addie doll to put it in, and it finally happened, and I was so happy to have her. I said years, sorry. I got her in I got the dress in 2016, so a year, but still, like, it took me that long to get her, and I had always saved this special dress for her, and I had even brought the dress with me to my dorm in hopes that I would get Addie, so that was really cool. And I love her so much. I truly think she's one of the most special American Girl dolls. Like, and her hair texture is my absolute favorite to play with. Like, I love her hairstyle a lot, but I had it down a lot of the time just so I could continue to, like, style it and brush it and play with it, because I just think it's really beautiful. 20th doll was Tenny Grant, who I got on December 17th, 2017. This was actually my last day at the American Girl doll store. I don't want to get into it, but I was supposed to work there until it ended, because it was a seasonal one. But they told me if I didn't work Christmas, I was being let go, even though at my interview I basically said I can't work Christmas, and they said, okay, just work Thanksgiving. So I spent Thanksgiving alone in my dorm at the most depressed period of my entire life, just so I could work at the American Girl doll store for Black Friday and Thanksgiving and all that, like they wanted me to, and then they ended up letting me go for not working Christmas. It was great. Retail's great, y'all. I still absolutely love the job. I do hold very ill feelings towards that situation, but everything else was magical. It truly was an incredible job, and I'm really grateful that I had that job. But Mattel gifts all of their employees, even retail employees, like a big gift bag at the end of the year, and Tenny was the gift that year, as well as the 2017 holiday Barbie and Tenny's accessories. I think that was it for us. And yeah, that was a total surprise, and that's how she got added to my collection. I wasn't a big fan of Tenny. Most people aren't. I thought she looked a little bit mean almost, but working there, we had a million Tennies. We had a big Tenny display. I thought she was alright. I did actually really like her hair. You can get really unlucky and get like a terrible one, but the ones, at least our display ones at our store, had super soft hair, and I was always fixing all their hair, so I thought that was really nice to be able to like play with their hair. I got to know her well, and I got very lucky because we had like 6 Tennies, maybe 7 on display, and there were like 2 of them that were gorgeous, and the rest were like mean or questionable looking. So I got very lucky that the one that happened to be in my gift bag ended up being a very pretty one. Like, in my opinion, I think this is a very pretty Tenny. So yeah, that's how she got added to my collection. On my first day at the store as well, they gave me this shirt because I guess the Tenny release, they had a bunch of the shirts left over or something, so they just gave it to me. They were like, you collect the dolls, right? Here you go. And I don't like her in the pink shirt, but I love her in this blue shirt. So, I don't know. Anyway, my 21st doll, and I got her on January 21st, 2017 while I was staying with my mom for Christmas break. And she is American Girl of Today number 4. She actually came in her meat outfit, but I took it off of her, and now she's wearing this one because I think she just looks really good in this one. And I normally have her in blue glasses and the headband as well, but I already said why they're not wearing their glasses anymore. And then the way I got her, because I got her for really cheap, sorry, something fell. I got her for super, super cheap. And the reason was I got this Kirsten doll as well. I believe I paid like $90 for both, something crazy. It was a really bad listing picture, and this Kirsten is very, very, you know. And I actually bought this one planning to use her as a body donor for that Samantha head I was talking about earlier, but her, she doesn't have her neckties. They were cut and glued, so. So she gets to say Kirsten, but she has silver eye. If it was silver eye in both eyes, I'd be fine with it, but it's just one, so she's just waiting for something good to happen for her. I truly did buy the lot for number 4. I named her Vivian because in Sophia the First, I really, really, really love the episode about where they sing that song. It's like, to build the castle of our dreams, maybe simpler than it seems, and that's with Princess Vivian. I love that episode, so I ended up naming this doll after Vivian. Anyway, moving on. American Girl doll is Luciana Vega, and her outfit was actually gifted to me by Drops of Indigo in my P.O. box. It was one of the first P.O. box videos I did, and oh my god, it's so perfect for her. So I got her upon release, January 1st, 2018, and I got her at the Dallas American Girl store, and it was the only time I had ever gone there. And she's super, super cool. She's like one of my all-time favorites as well. It's her, Addie, and Mia are my favorite American Girl dolls, and her story, even though I worked at the store at the time and I did see the doll and her stuff early, I didn't get to read the book. So when I read her book, like on the way home from the trip to the Dallas store, because the reason we went to the Dallas store was because my dad lives in Oklahoma, so we drove like 4 hours to go to that Dallas store, and we waited in the freezing cold for the doll. I was first in line though. It was super early in the cold. Brett was miserable. I felt so bad. But anyway, in her story, she's a geologist, and I have a bachelor's degree in geology. Paleontology is like technically geology. I'm also a geologist, and I knew that she was going to be into like astronomy, but I didn't know she was going to be into geology. So, oh my gosh, that just blew my mind. I love this character. If you haven't read her books yet, even if you're not into American Girl dolls and you're just here because you like me, which if you are, thank you. I get those comments and I appreciate it so much. It's so kind. But anyway, like I highly, I implore you to read at least her first book. It's really, really good. And she's super, super cute. Non-matching shoes. It's a trend in this video, either no shoes or weird not matching shoes. We're back in my dorm room. I got this doll, Kanani, on January 24th, 2018, and she was my 24th American Girl doll. And oh my gosh, I love her so much. I was specifically seeking her out, and I found her on Facebook Marketplace for $80, just like this. She didn't have her shoes, and she didn't have her flower, but she had her dress. And, well, actually, the seller had multiple dolls, and one of the other dolls was wearing this dress, so I was like, can you put the blue dress on that doll? And she said, sure. I had to take an elaborate, like, Uber ride, and I got, like, harassed on the way. It was a great time. It wasn't at all. It was not great. But I got my Kanani doll. I was at a really, really bad place, so I was like, I will do anything to go get myself this American Girl doll. It'll make me feel better, which is not a healthy way to be. If you find yourself doing that, you need to sit down with yourself and like assess. I love this doll. She has really fantastic hair. It's so long and pretty and soft. I need to boil it again. It's been like a year since I've boiled it, but still, look how amazing it is, and it's so long and pretty. I got so lucky to be able to get her, and I am so grateful that I had the chance, and this doll's fantastic. And one of my main collecting goals is to collect all of the Girl of the Year dolls. I want all the historical dolls too, but the Girl of the Year dolls I just really, really love too. So like my most wanted list is like Girl of the Year dolls that I don't have, and Cecile. I really want Cecile. But anyway, that's Kanani. Watching my channel at the time, you remember this video, but I think it's still up. It's just unlisted. It's like in a playlist or something. I just took it down because I looked ugly in the thumbnail and didn't feel like changing it. Also, I just don't like seeing the videos from that time. It was just a bad headspace for me, so seeing them just kind of makes me sad. But I got Miss Melody here for $25 at Savers, and I recorded the trip and everything. It was really fun. I wanted Melody so bad, but when I ended up getting let go at American Girl, I ended up not being able to get her with my employee discount, so I was really bummed about it. And I don't buy American Girl dolls at full price. The only ones that I bought at full price were the ones that I got. Well, the Amina who I got for my birthday, and the Girl of the Year dolls I got at release. Those are the only ones that I paid full price for. I guess technically Elizabeth as well, but I always like to pay $70 and under. Like, that's my standard. Usually $50 and under. So yeah, that was kind of the bummer about Melody, because I really, really wanted her. And I found her at Savers. What I like to like headcanon happened was that, like, what if it was on a day that I sold somebody a Melody doll and now suddenly she's like found her way back to me. And she's wearing her birthday outfit, which I had bought while I worked at the store because I was planning to get her. And God, I love this doll. Oh my God. And her story is fantastic. She was a really, 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 really fantastic addition to the historical lineup, and she rocks. My 26th American Girl doll was Emmeline. I got her on February 9th, 2018 at, I miss it so much, Anna's Toy Depot in Austin, Texas. If you ever go to Austin, Texas, go there and tell them that Brooke says hi. They're not going to know what you're talking about, but maybe if you show them a picture, they might know. But anyway, it was one of the first times I had ever stopped at that store. For some reason, I thought the store might have been like an adult store, so I never stopped there before. before this. So my first time ever going there was when Brett came to Austin with his car, because he would come up and visit me. And this day was magical. I found a San Diego Comic-Con Winx doll for $15 and this doll that day. And number 53 was one of my, or actually yes, my most wanted Truly Me doll. And the reason for that is, call back to when I was talking about Krista and Gwen, there were 3 dolls that seller had. I just couldn't get the third. And I never could figure out who the third one had been. She had her hair styled a certain way. It was in like 2 French braids, I think. Something like, or you know what it was? It was 2 braids down here or something. I don't know. I think it might have been like that, because it makes the doll look very different if you style her hair like this. But anyway, when I worked at the American Girl store and like saw this doll every day, it occurred to me that this was who it was. So finding her for, I think it was $60, was such an awesome deal. And she came in Marie Grace's, what is it, like a masquerade dress or something, party dress. She came in that, so that was great. And this dress that she's wearing is extra special. I have no idea what it's from. If anybody knows, please let me know. I've had it since I was a kid. I always had it on my rabbit, like, plushie that I have. And I put it on Emmeline because I just think it looks really good on her. But if anybody knows what this dress is, like, please let me know. And I put a little turtleneck underneath just because the dress is a little big. It's probably like Build-A-Bear or some kind of knockoff Build-A-Bear. I want this covered, but it falls. And then she's wearing little tights. I think she looks super cute and springy. She still has her glasses on as well. She has these big orange ones from Z's collection. And I really love this doll. Marie Grace. I hadn't realized that she was the next one, otherwise I would have just said what I was gonna say. I got her on April 20th, 2018, and she was my 27th American Girl doll. I also got her in Anna's Toy Depot, and because her hair was kind of messed up, which it's perfect, but the owner was like, the hair's really messy, so she ended up selling her to me for $35, and I put her hair up. It's really not elaborate, but I'm proud of it because I'm bad at doing hair. And I hate this dress on her, to be honest. I think it really doesn't go with her, like, her colors at all. Like, it's just, this bright pink and, like, blue situation doesn't do her any favors, but she's wearing it because I don't really have anything else for her. I do have her meat outfit and her bonnet, but, like, or just the meat dress and the bonnet, but I have her in this for whatever reason. And I'm dying to get Cecile to go with her. It's, like, eating at me, but I will find her. I will find her, and it's gonna be on Facebook Marketplace, and it's gonna be for a good price, and it's gonna be a fantastic video. I promise you that. It might take 5 more years, but it's gonna happen. I swear. Anyways, and I got this outfit with its little shoes as well when Emmeline came in it. Yeah, she was a fantastic find, and I was really glad to find her. Marie Grace is very interesting because she has her own face mold entirely. I don't know why American Girl retired it. I really don't. And these poor dolls. Cecile and Marie Grace have been through so much. It's so sad. But I really like them, actually, and I think their time period was very interesting. There was a controversy around them, so I guess that's probably why they got shafted so early, and poor sales. But I wish the best friend thing worked, marketing-wise, because God, I love it. I love it so much. It bugs me that Rebecca's friend, or her cousin Anna, doesn't have a doll. Number 23, who I just haven't named yet for some reason. I really can't tell you why. I found her at a thrift store that literally every single time I went to that thrift store, they had American Girl dolls. It was just always like random blonde Truly Me's that I wasn't interested in. And this is one of the only times that they had one that I wanted. And it was this lovely lady. I really, really like her. She's number 23, and she was my 28th doll, and I got her on June 25th, 2018. I don't really have a lot to say for her, but she's really nice. I just love freckles. I have freckles, so I like seeing them in dolls. She has broken eye mechs that just you can do this with, so she doesn't do sleepy eyes. They just don't move, but I prefer this. Like, if anyone knows how to make the eyes broken like this, I would love to hear it, because this is vastly superior to the sleepy eye thing. I don't know. So that's why I display her with her eyes closed. I think it makes her look like flighty and dreamy, and I think it's cute. And this outfit bangs, by the way. This is my 29th American Girl doll, and I got her on November 2nd, 2018, which is my fiance Brett's birthday. Happy birthday! We were thrifting, and I happened to find her because we just love going thrifting together. But yeah. This was my second Welly Wisher, and I found her just like this. She didn't have her headband, but she didn't really need it, and I was so excited to find her because she's, like, the best Welly Wisher in my opinion. Her and Emerson are my favorites, and She's so cute. It was a really, really good find for that day. And yeah, she's just kind of lived this way since then. She's wearing her meet outfit right now, but we'll get into, I have another Ashlyn now. We'll get into that in a second. And so I would really, really love to get her a new outfit so that she could be on display like with a new outfit on. I think it's gonna be really cute. So hopefully that happens eventually. Every American Girl related purchase that I'll buy brand new at the store, I'm holding off because I want to go to the one in Times Square because I live in New York now. I don't live anywhere near New York City, but eventually I will drive the 7 hours and be able to go to that American Girl doll store, and it'll be really fun. So yeah. 30th and 31st American Girl dolls were Kayla number 21 and Tamara number 49, and I got them on November 24th, 2018. I got them at the same thrift store as I got 23 from, the one that doesn't have a name. And this one's named Kayla after my friend who I was telling you about earlier. Her lookalike doll is actually this one. So I named her after Kaylee. So her name's Kayla. And then this one, I just met a girl once. I don't even think I met her. I think I saw her name on like her worksheet or something when I was in 6th grade on the bus. Like she was holding her worksheet and I saw their name was Tamara. However you pronounce it. I've heard, when I ask people named that, they tell me one or the other, but they're never like, no, the other one's like dangerously wrong, or I've never like, I don't know how to pronounce it. But anyway, I go with Tamara because I'm from Texas. So she's also from Texas. I got her in Austin. And yeah. These were my dolls. Tamara is just a name that I've been holding on to for many, many years, so that's why she got it. Okay, random. 32nd and 33rd American Girl dolls I got on February 17th, 2019, and I got them from a live auction. Basically, the Goodwills at in Austin, Texas have live auctions instead of sending everything off to Shop Goodwill, so you could get amazing deals. I got 3 American Girl dolls from there. My second Leah, I sold. I ended up selling her. I needed the money really bad, but I got her for like 20 bucks, then I got these 2 for, I swear it was like 40 bucks for these 2 plus a bunch of stuff. So this is actually a white body Samantha. That's the best part. So let me show you. I couldn't believe it. White body Samantha. And she's actually in like remarkably perfect condition. Like her hair is so perfect and she's so pretty and she has these like gorgeous eyes. I do prefer the newer Samantha, the other one that I have that I didn't get to show you. I do prefer that one, but this one is very interesting and she's like a piece of history herself at this point. So I find her very, very interesting and I like having her as my display one. I still don't have Samantha's meat tights or shoes, so unfortunately she doesn't have those on. And then this doll is number 12. I have not named her, and she just happened to be like there when I got her, so yeah. And I got them both on my mom's birthday apparently, so happy birthday to my mom back in 2019. 4th and 35th dolls I got on March 23rd, 2019, and they're Isabelle and Sage, interestingly enough, right one after the other. I was just like really bothered that day for some reason, so I was like, I'm gonna go thrifting, screw this. So like after my class I went to 2 thrift stores, and the first one was Once Upon a Child or Kid to Kid, I don't remember which one it was, and I got the Sage doll for 60 bucks. And then I went to Anna's Toy Depot and got this Isabelle doll for 60 bucks. Yeah, usually I wouldn't, like especially at this point, I would not have spent $120 in one day on the 2 American Girl dolls like this, but unless it was like a Craigslist deal that was really good and came with a bunch of extra stuff. That's my thing now, is that I don't buy American Girl dolls secondhand unless they come with a lot of stuff. That's why I haven't gotten any recently. That's the real reason. But I really wanted these 2, and they were there, and I was collecting all of the Girl of the Year dolls. Just seemed right. So I got them, and this was like immediately after we moved into my new apartment, like one of the first days I feel like. So yeah, a little housewarming present for me. And definitely helped to beef up my Girl of the Year collection. At around this point I was super close to completing it, but now I'm very behind because I haven't bought any of the recent ones. After Luciana I didn't buy the Girl of the Years at release anymore, so yeah. 36th American Girl doll was Julie, and it's really shocking that I didn't have Julie yet, to be honest. When I was younger, I had the McDonald's toys. If they were McDonald's, I don't remember exactly what restaurant they were, but I had the little books that came with the little paper dolls for American Girl, and I fell in love with Molly and Julie specifically. Molly had glasses and brown hair, so I was like, she's me! And I always wore red glasses. And Julie had rabbits, and I also had rabbits, and I thought that was so cool. I also just really liked her fashion. It was the most, like, interesting to me. And my mom was born in the 70s as well, so I just thought she was in the 70s in 1979, but whatever. I adore this doll. I got very, very lucky. She's a little frazzled right now, but she's in like perfect condition. Her hair is so soft and like, look at that. Look at that. Even though it's slightly messy right now, it's still so perfect. And she, unfortunately didn't come with her meat pants because I already had her turtleneck. I don't have her in her little airy, like white top right now, but I do have that. And I do have her shoes. They're actually right here. They just really don't stay on. Like, they just can't stay on. I actually got those separately, and I think I got the turtleneck separately as well. I think when I bought her, there is a video of it. Did I say the date? It was June 23rd, 2020, if I didn't. But, anyway, she came with the white top, I think. I already had the turtleneck. And then she came with these pants, which aren't her pants. The reason I don't have her in the white, like, peasant top is because I think it looks, like, it would look really good with the bell bottoms, but it doesn't look good without the bell bottoms. So that's why she's not wearing them. Next 4 dolls are extra special. I got them on July 24th, 2020, and they were actually birthday presents for me from my friend Andre, who you guys know from my Bratz videos, and he sent them to me because they were his childhood, like, collection, and he wanted to part with them, and he wanted me to have them, so, yeah. One of them was this Be Forever Molly doll, and this was the doll who finally allowed Marina, who is here, finally allowed Marina, sorry, the Welly Wisher spell, finally allowed Marina to stop needing to be Molly, and now she gets to be her own girl. And I love Be Forever Molly, and I was very, very grateful to Andre for sending her to me. And I really do love her. She also has her PJs, so she's the only, well, I have Leah's PJs as well, but those are my only 2 dolls that have their PJs, so it's kind of a flex for her. And I'm just so grateful to have Molly. I've always wanted her ever since I was a kid. Alright, and then the next one, which was my 37, okay, so these were 37, 38, 39, 40 for my collection, so I'm just gonna say now that's them. So this one's name is, this is Paige, and she is Truly Me number 24, and she was the, like, Tenny lookalike when I worked at the American Girl store, so when kids were like, they didn't like Tenny, we would always suggest this one to them, but I fixed their hair, and this one's ended up very straight when I did so, and yeah, I really actually like this one. I'm really impressed with how different she truly does look. Sorry. How truly different she is from Tenny, even though they're very similar. They're both classic molds, they're both almost the same skin tone, brown eyes, the eyebrows on American Girl dolls make a world of difference, and they both have freckles. This one, funny enough, Andre had named her Brooke. I don't want to have a doll in my collection named Brooke unless it's like, it happens to be released with that name, so I've named her Brooklyn. But she goes by Lynn, because she doesn't want everything to get confusing. Because I wanted to keep the names that Andre had given them because they're special, so, but I had to change that one a little bit. Because I feel like from far away, if I had just said, this one's name is Brooke, it would look like, why did you name your doll after yourself? You know what I mean? Anyway, and she's wearing this super cute dance outfit. She usually has her hair in a bun, but it dry rotted. The rubber band dry rotted, so I need to put another one up. I cannot figure out what is going on with rubber bands. They just instantly crumble into nothing. So even if I do execute a very interesting hairstyle, it just comes down. It's so annoying. Miss Kayla. So I have 2 Kaylas, but with this one, it's a little different because, like, it's 2 people who aren't named the same thing as me, so it's just kind of like they get a little confused. I actually really, really love this doll. I think she's very interesting. Isn't she, like, interesting? Like, her hair color is so cool, and I love her eyes. I think she's very pretty, and I think she looks fantastic in this dark pink color. I'm really proud of this outfit I put together for her. So those were my birthday presents from Andre, and they're extra special because they were sent to me by Andre. Okay. So this is Camille, my 41st American Girl doll, and I got her on March 30th, 2021. I found her at Kid to Kid, and I didn't have her yet, so I was like, score. I love this outfit that is on her. I have no idea what the outfit is, but it's so cute. I don't think I'm gonna change her out of it unless Welly Wishers has like the perfect outfit that I just can't, that I have to have on a doll. But like, isn't this darling? I feel like the store just put a bunch of random clothes on her because they even tied it because it didn't exactly fit. At this specific store that I go to, the Kid to Kid, they always like, they have this twine that they like to put around the dolls for some reason. Like to like make outfits fit them better, I guess. It's very interesting. It's very cute. And I love this skirt so much. Doesn't she look like delightfully Scottish? Like, I don't know. I think her outfit is absolutely precious. So yeah, she's one of my more recent ones. My 42nd, 43rd, and 44th American Girl dolls I got on May 18th, 2021, and these were gifted to me in my P.O. box. Brand new from the American Girl doll store. I couldn't believe it. The person who sent them, I'm not going to say their name, they happened to work at the American Girl doll store, and in one of my live streams they came and said, heads up, I'm sending you something from the American Girl doll store, but I couldn't find the like live chat message because they're kind of iffy after I published the video, and then also they didn't like, the American Girl store just sends it, like there's no like return address or anything for the person who sent it to me, obviously, so I had to say in the video, like, I have no idea who you are, but thank you so much. But they got in touch with me via email, so I got to express my gratitude fully. I am so grateful for this package. This was a total surprise, and at the end of this video, they decided to send me another package. The Welly Wishers are so cool. I think the Hopscotch Hill dolls are interesting. Girls of Many Lands are amazing. I would love to have them, but I can never find them secondhand. But Welly Wishers just feel like American Girl dolls. They just feel like a slightly, like the younger sisters for them. They're just perfect. So I feel completely comfortable like counting them as American Girl dolls, just full American Girl dolls in my collection. And I got Ashlyn Kendall and Camille here that day, and I love them so much. I was so grateful because I had just so happened to have just gotten Camille, but I didn't have her outfit. And then Ashlyn I had, but the more the merrier, and Welly Wishers have such nice outfits, so I'm so excited to buy outfits for them, for my two extra ones. And then my two extra ones, like my Camille and my Ashlyn. And then Kendall I just straight up didn't have yet, and I thought, I was so excited, so that ended up getting me to 4 Welly Wishers dolls, or like 4 of the characters out of 5, so I was 45th American Girl doll, and my most recent American Girl doll is Nelly, and you guys haven't seen this video yet. I am pre-recording a bunch of videos right now, so I have to upload them in like a strange order. And Nelly was a surprise in my DMs. They asked me like, hey, do you have Nelly? But I got her from JC, or ag.starlets, and the video is coming soon. I just like to space out the P.O. Box videos so each one gets like a, you know, its own like special spotlight. And I was so excited to get Nelly. Oh my gosh. First of all, this was their childhood doll, which is in immaculate condition, by the way. And that makes her extra special to have a doll that's so meaningful to one of you, that you trusted me to take good care of her and to add her to my American Girl doll family, and I'm so grateful for that, and I absolutely love her. I truly do. I love her so much. And I have mentioned multiple times in this video already how much I wanted Nelly. I love Nelly, so after all this time, she's finally made it home, and I put her, because I don't have any of her outfits. I'm definitely going to be like looking out for outfits for her though. Online. I put her in this dress. It was like, while I worked at the American Girl doll store, I bought this, so it was in stores in 2017. I think it was like a winter dress at the time, or just some kind of party dress, I don't know. And I put her in this because she's like the newest, so this is like her induction dress into the collection. And I got her on, well, I opened her on July 3rd, 2021. And that's Nelly. So for number 46, she's actually in this box, and I haven't opened her yet because I wanted to save her for this special video where we can introduce her here. This doll was a gift. I can't say the person's name. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to. I neglected to ask via our emails. Again, I just didn't think of it until just now. But it's from C. You know who you are. And it's the same person who sent me the rest of the Welly Wishers and just totally surprised me with Emerson as well. So this is really cool, actually, the 35th anniversary catalog. It's a shame it's a little bit bent, but I'll stack it under some stuff and see if I can save it. And here's Miss Emerson. This is so cool because she's actually the last Wellie Wisher I need to have a complete Wellie Wishers collection. And when I worked at the American Girl doll store when these dolls came out, and she was one of my favorites, like, design-wise, I guess. So I'm really, really grateful and honored that you chose to send her to me. So thank you so much, and let's see her. Oh, she's so stinking cute. Look how poofy her little bangs are. I love that. Oh, and her face is darling. Her eye color is so beautiful. Look at her. Her little outfit. Oh my gosh. She's perfect. All right, let's get her out of here so we can have her join her friend. I cut all the little ties. That's my favorite thing about American Girl doll, or like getting a new American Girl doll. They're so easy to open. It's just so satisfying. Anyway, here she is. Here's Miss Emerson. Oh my gosh, she's so pretty. Look at her. Oh, her eyebrows are amazing, by the way. I love that. And I gotta lay her bangs down a little bit better so they can get down there. She's so cute. Oh my gosh. I love the little pigtails in their actual form. The little, like, little mini buns, I guess. And I love this little, oh. Her outfit is also really, really incredible. I love the little tie here and the little skirt. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Let me get these little things off real quick. Oh my gosh, I love the wellies the most. And now, look, Emerson gets to join the display with all the others. Oh my goodness, and I already introduced you to all the other ones, so you already know them well. And yeah, they're so special. It's so funny to me that now every single one of my Wellie Wishers in like my main set here was gifted to me. And that makes them all so much more special. These two I found thrifting, this Kendall and this Camille, just because I don't generally buy American Girl dolls like brand new. I like to buy them secondhand. So that's why it's taken me so long. That's why I only had two by my own accord, I guess. But I really, really love them so much, and I'm so grateful. And they all have so many memories attached to them now of my friends, my American Girl doll friends, and it means so much to me. So thank you guys all so much for watching, and I'm excited to see what the future of my American Girl doll collecting brings. I have definitely still been looking to buy American Girl dolls, but I'm much pickier now because I have 46 of them, and I'm fine with having doubles, but I'm not going to go out of my way to get a double. If I find a double at a thrift store, I'll pick her up if I want her. But if it's like a good deal on a double that I already have on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace or something, I just won't, like, I probably won't go out of my way to go get her. But I'm looking for any that I'm missing, especially the named characters. For Truly Me dolls, as long as they're, like, interesting in some way, I'm definitely interested in them. So I like, in my American Girl collection, it's definitely just been wherever the tide takes me, and I like that a lot. For most of my doll collections, I was always specifically seeking out certain dolls, but with American Girl, at first I was definitely seeking out certain ones, but ever since, I've just let the tide take me. I'll look up American Girl and just see what happens, and it hasn't steered me wrong yet, and I really, really do love them so much. So that's the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you guys collect American Girl dolls, let me know which one's your favorite and why, or like a special memory you have with them. I think American Girl, it just, like, they hit different. Like, I know they're not for everybody, and they're not the traditional, like, fashion doll that I normally collect, and that's why they don't, like, align to anything that I like about dolls. They are their own entire thing. My main thing that I love so much about them is their worlds, I guess you could say. That's why I prefer the named characters. I love being able to read their stories and buy the clothing and the furniture or whatever else from their story. I haven't been able to collect a lot of the clothing and furniture from their stories, as I've expressed in this video, but I think that the ability to do so is so interesting, and it's what drew me into the line ultimately. And they inspire so much creativity because they're extremely simple dolls in the long run. They don't move much. They have cloth bodies. You know, they're so limiting, so you have to use so much creativity to take pictures of them or make videos with them and stuff, and I always found that extremely interesting. So yeah, I can't really explain to you exactly like why I love American Girl, but I do. I think American Girl is just a really, really cool set of dolls, and I'm really proud of all the wonderful people that I've met and the friends that I've made in the community. I don't really, like, interact with the community much, but there's a few, like, close friends I still have, like, American Girl friends that I love to interact with. Yeah, that's it for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, for real this time. Bye!